Bears, they're an animal that has been around for thousands of years, but there are a lot of things people don't know about them. For example, did you know that cave bears, a prehistoric cousin of today's bears, were 11 and a half feet tall when standing on their hind legs? Or did you know that there are 5 different genus of bears? In today's speech, I am going to be talking about the cave bear, the bears that are alive today, and the different classifications of these bears. Every animal has a prehistoric cousin. The elephant has the woolly mammoth, lions have the saber-toothed cat, and bears have the cave bear. Cave bears existed in the Pleistocene era and went extinct 24,000 years ago. Cave bears weighed between 880 to 2,200 pounds, while the American grizzly bear only weighs between 290 to 440 pounds. Cave bears were first described in 1774 by Johann Friedrich Esper in his book Newly Discovered Zoolites of Unknown Four-Footed Animals described the skeletons. Scientists didn't really understand what they were looking at. More specifically, they didn't know what kind of animal it was. For a long time, people didn't know what kind of diet cave bears had. According to Wikipedia, scientists believed that the shape of their teeth looked like they ate tougher vegetation, but a newly discovered fossil found that there were traces of nitrogen 15 and carbon 13 in their bones, which is more common among carnivores. So, like the modern day grizzly bear, cave bears were omnivores. Speaking of grizzly bears, let's talk about the bears that are alive today. Using a simple Google search, I found there are 8 different species of bears. These species are the polar bear. Every species is unique, and all except for pandas, all bears are omnivores. These species are the polar bear, the grizzly bear, the American black bear, the Asian black bear, the sloth bear, the sun bear, the spectacled bear, and the panda. 3 of these species also have a subspecies, which are the Bornean sun bear, Malayan sun bear, panda, kingling panda, Indian sloth bear, and the Sri Lankan sloth bear. The difference between these subspecies is the Bornean sun bear and the Sri Lankan sloth bear are the smaller of the two. And the difference between the panda and the kingling panda is there's a couple differences, but the most noticeable one is the brown and white color rather than the black and white color. While we're on the topic of subspecies, let's talk about the different classifications of these bears. Also, according to Wikipedia, I found that the family tree of classification starts with Ursidae. And then when we start to split the family up, we find 3 different subspecies. The first one is Ailuropodinae, then there's Tremarctinae, and finally Ursidae. Ursidae is the subfamily that has the most bears in it. To get into what bears each, like which subfamily the bears are a part of, we have to also go into their genus. For example, the Ailuropodinae has one genus, Ailuropoda, which pandas are a part of. The Tremarctinae subfamily also has one genus, Tremarctos, which spectacled bears are a part of. The Ursidae subfamily has 3 different genuses and 6 different types of bears. The first one is Helarctos, which is the sun bear. Then we have Melursus, which is the sloth bear, and finally Ursus, which have the American black bear, Asian black bear, polar bear, and grizzly bear listed. So, to conclude this speech, I have gone over the cave bear, the today's bears, and the different classifications of these bears. Every bear is unique, and things I found interesting about them as well were that the panda is the only bear that is a herbivore, sloth bears are the only bears that eat insects, and polar bear's skin is black. I hope I was able to expand your knowledge of bears. Thank you.